What's up, guys? This is Bulba the Fell-Handed, and today we are in the Chaffee on Heilbronn standard battle. The Greens have taken the northern spawn and the Reds have taken the southern spawn. Now, I have owned this tank for quite a while. Never really got to play it that much. Not really sure why. It is impressive. Much like a lot of light tanks, you can't just go out there and start slinging it. You have to be very, very cautious. If you're a good bat chat driver, you will most likely be a good light driver. You need to know when essentially you can go in and do damage. And this is, you know, your traditional light medium tank. You need to have about 3/4 of your health, about 3/4 of your ammunition, about mid-game, where you can kind of transform into your passive slash active spotting and perhaps get into some straight murder, which is more or less the plan with this little guy. Now I'm turning around, I'm getting ready to get the heck out of here. If anything spots me right now, we are doing some passive spotting. We're not moving, we are just depending on the scope and the optics and what have you to get us some good spots. Now, active spotting would actually be just driving around full throttle, being actively detected and looking for guys. We didn't really want to start out that way, but now we're kind of detected. Make a quick little shot right there. Not really even sure if it's connecting or not. We don't really want to risk any health right now, right off the gate. Have to kind of watch my six at the same time because I have a couple of guys peeking around the corner over there. Excuse me. Moving on, we're going to try to push up here and perhaps put a little heat on these guys, possibly even pull some spotting damage. We are getting a lot of spotted targets, or we are lighting up targets, as I should say. Not any spotted damage per se as of yet. You have to be careful with this tank because much like this snake bite, this tank right here will get away from you. Now, this is when you come in and you just straight finish people off. And granted, now may not exactly be the time, but you have to essentially decide when you're going to have an opening. And I kind of saw, I sat there, I waited, I decided there was no backup. I said, you know what, let's go over here, let's make some things happen. So we dodged a quick little round right there, took one to kind of even things out. The Churchill there's given some pretty good side shots. The DPM on that monster is just really giving me some grief here. I decide I'm going to go ahead, reposition, and shoot at something else other than that Churchill and that other gentleman who was pulling out. Now, when a tank like this is occupied with somebody else, that is the perfect time to go up and do medium slash light tank stuff. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Now, this bad boy, I mean, really, you can kind of do laps around somebody before their turret kind of catches up. And that's more or less what we're doing. We're just kind of going up, getting close, and farming some damage. Very, very powerful tank. You know, I see so many of these Chaffies go out there and they just straight sue scout. That is not how you light tank operate. And I wish more people would understand that that's just not how you want to do business. You want to use this thing as an assassin, not necessarily a heavy tank, and just drive out there and try to kill somebody right off the gate. Because sure, you may get some spotting damage, you may get a few enemies detected, you may get the whole team detected, but in the long run there's no longevity to it. You will be removed from the game. Moving on, we are looking for the last tank on the board, and I don't think I have to tell you exactly what's going to happen here. He is going to be encircled. We are going to pull a circle jerk on him and just fire at him until he explodes. Till one of us explodes, let's put it that way. I haven't really seen where he was at. I just happen to kind of be going in the right direction. And hopefully I can get in here and do some damage before the allies happen to get to him. Because the rest of the Greens will most assuredly tear him apart. Hopefully I can kind of get over here and maybe get this kill. This machine does not really make amazing clutch shots, but that being said, we did get that kill. Always a big advocate for scoping in all the way, but sometimes, you know, when it comes to that kill, that last kill, you get a little antsy. So we had a pretty good game, 1573, no assisted damage. I was too busy murdering people, I guess. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time.